Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for ages. Epstein mentioned in emails. He mentioned Trump in emails, which I'm guessing come from the Epstein files. I don't know, unless these are just random emails that have just come out of nowhere. Let's see.
Justice correspondent Scott MacFarlane with the latest on the Jeffrey Epstein emails released by lawmakers. Scott, good morning. We also have this upcoming vote next week on the discharge petition. What's the latest?
Well, in your mind's eye, try to picture 23,000 pages of like anything. That's what we got yesterday, not from the Department of Justice, but just from the Epstein estate to the House Oversight Committee. 23,000 pages, including emails from Epstein himself from 2011, from 2019, just before he died by suicide. Democrats spotlighted some of those emails and released them publicly, including emails in which Epstein wrote in 2011 to Ghislaine Maxwell, his co-conspirator, that Trump had spent a lot of time at the Epstein home. In 2019, an email from Epstein released by Democrats yesterday says that, of course, Trump knew about the girls and had urged Ghislaine Maxwell to stop. This is a lot of what we're seeing in a broader investigation. More than 6 years after disgraced and convicted sex predator Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide, U.S. House Democrats released on Wednesday a series of his private messages mentioning President Trump.
I think pretty serious stuff, disturbing stuff in these emails.
The emails include this one from Epstein to his co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell in 2011, in which he wrote that Trump had spent hours at my house with one of Epstein's victims. The White House identified that victim as Virginia Giuffre, who said she was recruited by Maxwell while working at Mar-a-Lago and died by suicide in April.
Jeffrey was a sick pedophile.
I'm sorry, it's not funny that's how she died, but it is funny that he died unaliving himself. She died. It's like, yeah, you can't help but think.
But in a 2016 deposition, Giuffre said she didn't think Donald Trump participated in anything. And in a separate newly released message from 2019, Epstein wrote to author Michael Wolff about Trump. Of course he knew about the girls, as he asked Ghislaine to stop, though it's unclear what exactly he had asked her to stop doing. Wolff, whose writings have sparked controversy in the past, reacted to the email Wednesday night on a podcast with the Daily Beast.
Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein had this deep relationship. They knew everything about each other. Their obsession was women, girls, models.
The emails were part of approximately 23,000 pages of records handed over by Epstein's estate to the Republic.
Now, I'm not saying that, but that's not what it said in them emails. It said Trump spent hours at his house. It did say with a victim. And of course he knew because he told Ghislaine to stop. That doesn't say that they had a deep relationship and their common interest was girls. If that's the best that's in them emails, which I'm guessing, but then 23,000 or whatever it is, that's crazy. Who's going to sift? Well, someone's going to sift through all of them. But if that's the best you've got, then you've not got that they got a deep relationship. You've got, if you take his word for it, he spent hours at Trump's house, Epstein's house. I mean, hours. And yeah, he knew about the girls because he asked them to stop. That
led House Oversight Committee under subpoena. Trump has frequently denied any wrongdoing, and he's dismissed calls to release more information.
So this is a Democrat hoax that never ends.
The White House downplayed Trump and Epstein's relationship and blasted Democrats for cherry-picking excerpts.
Jeffrey Epstein was a member at Mar-a-Lago until President Trump kicked him out because Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile and he was a creep.
Meanwhile, a bipartisan group of lawmakers are one step closer to a vote to release all of the Epstein case files held by the Department of Justice.
I mean, to be fair, there is no evidence of that either. We haven't seen that in the emails. What I will say, again, to be fair to Trump, is that both the people that they mentioned pushing this out there are Democrats. But when she said that Epstein got kicked out because of Trump, I don't know. That wasn't proved by them emails either. Like, it just said he, like I say, spent hours there and asked them to stop. So he obviously knew about the girls.
After Democratic Congresswoman Adelita Grijalva of Arizona was finally sworn in Wednesday after nearly 2 months of waiting, and became the decisive signature on a petition to force that vote.
With my signing, we move one step closer to the truth that they will try to deny, but that survivors deserve.
The president had calls and meetings with some of the Republicans who are backing that petition to force that vote. They did not take their names off the bill after those calls and meetings, Errol.
All right, Scott McFarlane, thank you.
Yeah. I don't think Trump should keep calling it a Democrat hoax either. Because I kind of know what he's saying, that the Democrats are cherry picking things. But by saying the word hoax, it puts in people's head that he's saying the whole Epstein thing is a hoax. And then people can use that against him. Do you know what I mean? It's like saying it's a Democrat, even though, to be fair, they did say it was Democrat, then another Democrat. And yeah, when he was saying it's clear they have a deep relationship, it's like, well, that's not clear from their messages. We know if you take it 100% they're true, Trump spent hours around his house with a victim. And he knew because he asked them to stop. I suppose you can say, well, he didn't go to the police or, yeah. But if that's the best you've got, that they got a deep relationship, it's like, that's not clear there. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Sweet.